Hi, I'm Sheryl Paul with Conscious Transitions, and today I'm going to talk to you about a statement that many of my clients, especially my engaged clients, hear quite often that sends them into a tailspin of anxiety or increases their already present anxiety, which is, are you 100% sure? Are you 100% sure you want to get married? Are you 100% sure about this guy or this girl? Are you 100% sure about changing jobs or about moving, about this particular house? So it really comes up around all transitions, and it speaks to an unrealistic expectation we have in this culture, which is especially true around the wedding, but again can appear around any major decision, which is the idea that in order to move forward, you have to be 100% sure. This is simply unrealistic. Nobody is 100% sure really about anything in life, or very many things in life. What can you say with 100% certainty? Not too much. So the idea that you're going to be 100% sure about the person you're marrying is simply unrealistic. And when someone says that to you, it's a time to say, this is another one of those cultural beliefs that reinforces the already present anxiety around getting married or any other transition. It can come up around buying a house. Another major decision. Are you 100% sure? Again, how can you be 100% sure about something so big and about which you really have only a limited amount of information? You know the person you're marrying, but you don't know what marriage is going to be like. You know the house you're going to buy, but you don't know what it's really going to feel like to live there. So it also speaks to the idea that you're not allowed to make a mistake. So what if you're not 100% sure and you buy the house and it ends up not being the right house? It's not the end of the world. If you're getting married right now and watching this, that statement probably just sent you into another spike of anxiety, thinking, well, I don't want to make a mistake. It's another one of the anxious thoughts that goes through your brain when you're getting married. What if I'm making a mistake? It's always possible. There are no guarantees when you get married. There are no guarantees when you're buying a house. There are no guarantees when you're moving to a new city or accepting a new job, or choosing to end a relationship. And it's one of the most difficult parts of a transition is that there simply are no guarantees in life. And that's a big pill to swallow. We want answers. We want definites. We want conclusions. We want a guarantee that it's going to work, that you're making the right decision, when all you can really do is look at the decision with the most rational part of your brain that you can access. Yes, emotions do play into this, but the fear part of your brain is not the part that you want to make this decision. That's the part that we want to work to get out of the driver's seat so that you can access that rational place, the place that was probably present before you got engaged or before you started the contract process on the house or whatever the transition is. So when you're in a more rational state of mind is the time to say, given the facts, given the reality, given the relationship I've had for the last 2 years or 4 years or 6 years, am I making a good decision, a good enough decision? It doesn't have to be perfect, and again, there are no guarantees. So that's the part of the brain you want to access. I'm working with a client right now, a wonderful woman who said to me a couple of months ago, there's about 20% of me that doesn't want to get married, but 80% of me does. And so that's the part that I'm going to allow to make this decision, the 80% of me that wants to get married. And I just loved that statement, because what we're going for here is not 100%, it's not even really 90%. It's really more about 80, 82, 85%. And for most people who come to me, they are perfectionists, and a B minus simply is not acceptable. So to say that we're going for 80% on the biggest decision you'll ever make in your life can be a bit challenging for people to accept. But that's the truth. That's about all we're looking for, is a good solid B minus, maybe a B would be nice. And maybe some days it feels like 92%. And maybe some days it feels like 100%, and that's great. And that's okay. It's okay to waver. It's okay to feel different ways on different days. But such a huge part of my work with transitions is exploding the false beliefs, the unrealistic expectations, and helping you to arrive at the truth. And the truth is that there's no such thing as 100%. Any major decision in life is going to come with some questions, some doubts. Any thinking person is going to have doubts. And that's just part of the deal. So I hope this has helped you today to let yourself off the hook, to make more space, more room, more allowance for the multiplicity of emotions, and even the multiplicity of thoughts that go into a conscious transition.